Partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
Sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
14-yard line.
Second and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Carr now to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And there's a good catch for Nick Boyle. And yes, he sometimes gets overlooked, but that'll happen when you're playing in the shadow of Mark Andrews.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And it's 3rd.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Score time 7-7.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Corey Littleton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
Pushes past him, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th of the ball game.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown!
Patrick Ricard.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Raiders 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On play action, now Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the gun, Jackson. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44, Carr eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr able to shake him off. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. Shed fights through and now a crease. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro, 85 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes his catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Carr to throw. Caught out right by Renfro. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And Hunter Renfrow is giving them great production for a 5th-round pick. 56 catches last season, and we know he's famous for being 3rd in Renfrow, but I think he's pretty good on 1st and 2nd down, too.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Carl Nassib. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Corey Littleton able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw his Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown. And
he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Odafe Oweh gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Carr being... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball
is in the mix here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Carr going to throw. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Play action, now it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Carr steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Throwing his Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, check Mike 6. 93.
Here's Carr.
Buying time to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. One final try now for Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.